Hey everybody, watch this review here with a look at Mr. Horse from the Ren and Stimpy show. This figure is brought to us by Palisade Toys, whose slogan is, and I kid you not, play with it. Now I assume the it refers to the toys, but somebody with a less, a more dirty mind might misconstrue that to mean something else. Especially given the nature of the Ren and Stimpy show, but Palisades did a lot of other stuff. Now, I positively loved the Ren and Stimpy show as a kid, but for the life of me, I can't tell you what I saw in it as an adult. Kind of like the reverse with other shows, but for this line, we have Mr. Horse, the eponymous Ren and Stimpy, and the Shaven Yak, one of my favorite characters who I wasn't able to pick up. And each one comes with a log, which, given the nature of the show, could either be seen as a kind of a biting critique of the banal nature of advertising, or just a mockery of consumer culture. But enough about that. Let's get Mr. Horse open. Now, Mr. Horse comes with a whole slew of accessories, including a stand, which you'll positively need if you want him to stand up, as he's a very top-heavy figure, with his little scrawny legs and this big old torso. He also comes with a business suit, as you most often see him. You'll notice he doesn't wear pants, because animals don't wear pants. That would be silly after all. In addition to a whole bunch of rubber nipple accessories from the one episode where Ren and Stimpy went around as rubber nipple salesmen. For the life of me, I do not know what a rubber nipple is, but whatever. And rubber pants, which I remember from seeing the review spots review on Sky that these are really tough to put on, so I probably won't bother. Oh, plus log. Everybody loves log, which is really cutely enough individually packaged. Very nice touch, but it's not actually just marked for individual resale, so they might have actually sold some of these guys individually in addition to having them as pack-ins. Oh, very cool touch. Probably open this up and reseal it after, because it's nicely taped around the edges and looks like something you could take out, package, put back in pretty easy. First, let's put the suit on the horse, which is not an innuendo. And here we have Mr. Horse in his more iconic suit jacket. Now, to actually put this stupid jacket on, you have to pull out both his arms, and all I can say about that is, no sir, I do not like it. With the jacket on, the only articulation, unfortunately, is just the shoulders. So we can have kind of a flexing pose, or kind of a, actually you can kind of do the Egyptian pose if his head moved more to the side, which apparently does not. But yeah, let's toss this jacket off and look at some of the other accessories on him. Alright, so here we have the rubber pants. Now if you use your imagination, he's now wearing the pants, because I seriously don't even feel like trying to put them on. We also have these rubber nipples for the hands and the... Actually, I'm not sure which ones go on the hands, which ones are supposed to go on the feet, but I imagine these probably would go on the feet because they got more of a different sculpt to them, and the other ones are for the hands. I don't know how any of that works. Quite frankly, I don't think I'll ever actually use these things, so not really get bothered with it either. Now we also have a helmet, which plugs in kind of like this. I don't like that either, but you know, it's a cool accessory they included. I mean, the real downside is that it means the head, well actually the hairpiece is separate, and this stupid thing keeps falling off whenever I try to do anything, so that's a no-no. Now, he has a surprising amount of articulation. He has ball-jointed shoulders, then ball and socket elbows here, and then ball and sockets here at the wrists as well. But down below the waist, not much, just a rotating waist, just sort of split legs, a moving tail. Head doesn't move around a lot. I don't know. But, with this sort of thing, you probably wouldn't expect a lot of articulation anyway. My overall impressions, yes, sir, I like it. It's a pretty cool figure. I mean, it's really cool that Palisades ended up doing a Ren and Stimpy line so many years after the show actually was canceled. So, it's a shame that Palisades ended up going out of business. Otherwise, we might have seen other cool things from my childhood and probably most of yours, but them's the breaks. Actually, let me take a log out package just so you can get a better look at this. Hold on. And here we have the singing log, which is just a solid piece of plastic with no articulation or decoration of no kind. Although it's got some fair amount of work on it for what it is. I mean, just look at all that crazy detailing and then the cool paint detailing, because you see a lot of sort of darker hues and everything here. It's pretty impressive that they put this much work into what, is kind of seen as a throwaway accessory, but, log was a kind of big part of the Ren and Stimpy show as a recurring gag, so it's understandable. It's a really nice touch. Of course, I'll probably display the log and pack just because this is some cool packaging. I mean, it definitely has the Ren and Stimpy feel to it. I love the art design and the style. On the whole, really like this figure. I mean, he might be a mite obscure for some people, but, it's just another example of some of the really cool stuff that Palisades did, and, it's a shame that they went out. But hey, until next time, folks, watch this review. Reminds you to play with it, whatever it may be.